Hello. Welcome back to the channel. This is Blue Wolf Cass, and in today's video, I first want to introduce myself if I haven't already. For anyone who's newly watching this video, my name is Intrinsic Wolf. I am here with Blue Wolf Cass, and in today's video, it's going to be a dive into what started my 6 months HRT and also an update on my 6 months HRT. So I've started HRT 6 months ago, and I'm realizing the influence of Selena Gomez through my journey. I'm 6 months on HRT for ultimate feminization, and in today's video I'm going to kindly brief and go over where this inspiration has come from. I must admit, it's going to be interesting because it's new news to me. Part of this video, I'm coming on you now to explain everything because later on in the video, there is parts of me self-administering the medication. I'm going to be talking more about my journey through HRT and also what I've been experiencing, what changes I have had, and also what I've been feeling overall throughout the process of being on HRT for this 6 months period of self-ministering, injecting intramuscular HRT. I want to say Selena Gomez has played a huge impact on my journey of self-acceptance. Selena Gomez has not only been a childhood friend of mine through the cast, which is screen television, but also really helped me on this journey of self-acceptance of my ultimate feminization. She's the epitome of high ultimate feminized being in this social life. Selena Gomez self-acceptance and going through life of her own struggles and debuting those struggles to the world to see has been really inspiring to me. From her mental health journey, and frankly, I would say Selena Gomez is the primary reason why I've started my HRT journey. Just total influence over me with the strength to be my authentic self. You know, representation and media is very important to me. Watching one of my childhood stars, that we call them here, seeing her be so authentically herself, so publicly, has encouraged me to do the same. The journey of self-identity has really helped my mental health overall. My overall well-being has been enlightened. In the next clips that you'll see later on in this video, if you stay tuned, you would see me talk about what changes I've had experienced through these 6 months of being on HRT with the influence of Selena Gomez. Oh, this is my kitty, the Empress. Seeing a feminine being like Selena Gomez go through life, being her authentic self on display. I don't know, but was she the first wizard of Disney? I'm really into like the mystic arts, so maybe that's a part of it as well, but seeing how much of an influence she has over not only herself but others has really motivated me to take power within myself, to keep up with my mental health of not only being of blissfulness, but doing and moving and operating in the spaces that I choose to do. And if that's being on HRT or whatever I decide to involve myself in, I'm going to do it. Because this has been nothing but positively influenced me to be more of whatever I choose to present as and show up as well. Because who else can we show up as, really? I want to say I encourage all of you all to shoot for the stars, be your authentic self in whatever you do. And I encourage you all to take charge of your own life and take support from wherever you take support from. Even if it is not from someone like Selena Gomez, like myself, maybe it's something else. Maybe it's your pet or a family member. Just remember this message, to be your authentic self, put it out for display if need be, if that's what you feel will help you. And don't forget that you are you, and that's that. So now, we're about to skip to the next clip. Remind you, I recorded this next clip before this video was posted, like earlier today, but I forgot to mention the prime reason of this whole journey. So here we go. I'm showing you in this next clip of me talking about my experiences and so on and so forth. And just remember to subscribe and like and comment if you so inclined to, but a subscription would be lovely. You know why? Because more videos to come about my journey. Check out my previous videos as well. The quality shall skyrocket. You will see in some videos I look quite different in some due to my HRT journey. And here we go. Let's get it started. And remember, I love you all because I love myself, and enjoy the content that's coming soon. Mwah. That's more like it. That's more like it. Let me do a little zoom in. Okay. That's more like it. There we go. All right. Let me adjust myself really fast. Just give me a moment to adjust myself. Just a moment. All right. Welcome back to Blue Wolf Cast. I am Intrinsic, and I am going to talk about HRT, Hormone Replacement Therapy. Y'all remember I used to do that in the videos, my older videos, when I used to be like, HRT, Hormone Replacement Therapy. You know, I've been talking about my moans. So that is a slang name that we call hormones in the community. Moans, you know, it make you softer. You know, like a moan. Talk about my moans and the effects that it has on me. We are officially 6 months in. I don't have the exact date, but the last video I posted was a 4-month update, and that was 3 months ago. So it says 7 months, but I think I made that video like a week ahead or something like that. So I'm right at 6 months, okay? Okay. This is how I'm keeping track of it from video dates. So I would declare this to be my 6 months. I am going to inject myself on this video today. It's going to be a different setting because I know I got videos of me injecting myself where it's like me sitting and the camera's up and close and you're seeing me inject myself, things like that, from my other injections that I do, which is a semaglutide, which helps with muscle depreciation, so it makes my arms smaller, more cunty-like. We use that word in our community as a slang to say that you are a female organism. Okay? It's not in a literal sense, it's just that you're giving that, okay? Like, you know, all the way type of thing. So, one day I'm gonna stop explaining myself on that. But I also want to, because I don't want to offend. I'm not here to offend people, but I'm also, that's not my intent, so I don't really worry too much about it. If you take offense, that's just you, and that's just what that is. Yeah. Okay. So 6 months, what's been up? So this is my hormone pouch in here. This is the Little Mermaid live action makeup thing that I turned into. It's like a makeup storage case, but I turned it into my estrogen case. So I'm about to get everything out. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to be talking while preparing myself to inject, to show you how skilled I am. I do the injections into my thigh muscle because it is the biggest muscle in our organism. And I'm doing this. This is my semaglutide. I take the estrogen Valerina. I think I said that, or Valeria, which is funny because my grandma's name is Valerie. So it's like, okay, calling from the ancestors. Even though my grandmother is, I just was on the phone with her the other day. Amazing, amazing woman. I've been getting laser hair removal. What's been going on with laser hair removal? Ooh, I have a cough, by the way, too. I'm getting over. I like to work out of this because I know it's sanitized. So I'm just going to pull my pants down and get to work. Okay. Make sure my hair is out of the way. I have to wash my hands. This is not an injection video. It's a sit down talk about my 6 months update. What's been up with 6 months? By the way, I have to change the needle twice. There's like this needle, then there's this needle, but this needle is for my B12 shots that I do every week. If y'all haven't checked it out, check out my lifestyle maintenance video where I talk about some injections that I do for myself. But I ran out of muscular injection needles. So, but I have these, which is muscular, but I just use the needle part, not the syringe, because it comes with its own syringe for my moans, my hormones, okay? So let me get everything ready to get that. Okay, what's new? Well, as y'all can see, laser hair removal has been in full effect. It's been doing amazing. I obviously have tattoos on my neck. I know that now, that you can't get that lasered. So I already started, what's the word? Microdermabrasion? No, not microdermabrasion. What is it called? Electrolysis on the neck. But I took a break from it because first off, it's hundreds of dollars per session. And you gotta wait until the hair grow back and something like that. So I just hit that with the razor in the shower like every other day. And it keeps it pretty much down and smooth and no razor bumps. So I think the medication, also by me getting electrolysis on my neck, is not as coarse, it's not as thick as it used to be, so I don't get bumps, no scars, no nothing from shaving. I'm cleaning this, by the way. So my laser has been working amazing on my face. I have like almost no hair. I just have a couple spots that still grow back, but not much. Not much. All of this is pretty much gone, and my skin has been amazing. When I was looking at my other video, it was talking about how emotional I was. I think it's because it was the 4 months, 3 months range. The early transitioning of me injecting myself and like my body adjusting to it. Now I feel like my mood is like leveled out. I don't get emotional in those ways. So is that a good thing? I would say it is. Did I not like being emotional? I didn't mind it. Now I'm not really emotional. I feel like I'm balanced out to like my authentic levels. And with that being said, I now by the way, I do 1.5 ml. I now still feel the same effects mentally, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. Far as like crying. I would say. Like nowhere near. Is that what I do? Yeah. Okay, I need to change this. So, let me put this top on. Keep everything sanitized. Okay, now I can sit to the needle. Now, yeah, I feel very leveled out. Another thing, skin. How had my skin been? 6 months on HRT. So let me give you a breakdown if y'all didn't know. I'm going from testosterone flowing in my body as an average or a healthy male were. Now I'm transitioning my hormone level into where a healthy young female is, as far as hormones. My levels, where are my levels at? Last time I did my levels, my testosterone was at 12, I want to say, and my estrogen was at 225 or so, 225 or around that range, around 230, which is ideal, especially my T being so low. I'm not on any testosterone blockers. I was on finasteride. I got off of finasteride because of my T levels being so low. I don't think I need to be on that due to, I just changed the needle, due to I was only taking that for hair loss preventative, male pattern baldness. So since my T levels, I didn't have any of that, but since my T level's so low, I don't really have to be concerned about that anymore, given how, I'm cleaning my thigh, given how low my T's are. My appearance, check out my old videos. I look so different. Like, I look at my old videos, watching it, it was almost cringing to watch. It's not only just the estrogen that's been helping me, it's also my semaglutide has really been taking some of the bulk off me. Because semaglutide, one effect that it does have is muscle decretion. So estrogen does too, but this is like next level. So I'm waiting for the alcohol to dry. I got my thigh in its palm, ready to go. So yeah, so I think a combination that has really been shrinking me, more of a petite appeal, which I now see my face. I feel like fat distribution has really been helping. My hips has been getting wider. My waist has been getting smaller. My breast has been growing. My breast is not where I want them to be. They are exactly where they need to be, but like I want them to fill out more as far as like roundedness, like more in the center of my chest. But it's only 6 months. That stuff takes sometimes 4 to 5 years to see the full effect. I'm inserting. I'm injecting. It's so thick. I'm done. All right. That's it. It's all gone. It's all in me. Yeah, it gets easier injecting yourself when you be consistent. So I have not missed. No, I inject myself every Wednesday. By the day, today's Wednesday, the 1st of January 2025. Now I'm just cleaning the area with alcohol. Does it hurt injecting yourself? No, it does not hurt injecting myself. You just have to look at your skin. I like to pull it, pinch it, but also find an area after you pinch it. Make sure you don't see any veins, because I don't know, I don't know. I have like a lighter complexion, so I can see my veins. Not as clear, trust me, not as clear, but like if I see any like bluish, greenish, any type of sight of a vein, I don't know, I have like a connection with my body. I just go the other way. Like if the vein is like right here, I would go like right here or right there. I would not go in that area. I'm very mindful of where I poke. But my grandma also taught me how to poke myself and get the appropriate location and how to spot a location. She is a registered nurse. So I advise anyone who does injections, really watch videos and learn up on that. What other changes? I think you all are here to hear the changes that I've been experiencing. I feel like my voice has been softened some. I still feel like I'm still doing some work on that, on my back end, on my side of things. I do wear a padded bra, but I am filled. This is my cup size from the measurements I have taken. Okay, can I pull my leg up? Okay, just want to make sure I wasn't bleeding. That time I didn't bleed like at all, which is nice. As y'all can see, my waist is like really snatched. My hips is coming out right there. My side view. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The breasts, there we go. Like I say, it is padded, but I am filled out in this bra. I do have a little room to grow into it. This is a 38 B cup. Okay, I'm a B for brats. My face, you can compare it to my other videos. My last video I did was the 4 months update. You can check out that video and compare. But I've noticed my cheekbones has been filling out, and I've noticed a big change recently. Like this area has been sunken in and this has been filling out. For a minute I thought that was like a masculine feature, but it really feminized my face. Like it's really like structured in like such a like elegant way. I have been enjoying my moans and the effects that I have. And I love the fact that I'm not on a lot of medication. I'm on one medication for my hormone replacement therapy, which is straight estrogen. So my body's taken very well to it, to the point where I don't need, and to start off your needles properly, where I don't need, what's the word? I don't need to take any hormone blockers, none of that. None of that. It's just straight estrogen liquid. I don't have to be on pills, none of that. Just what you just seen me do on camera. Liquid gold. It's literally gold with It's castor oil mixed with castor oil and then the medication. So my body's taken very well to it. As you see, my T has completely dropped. In a cisgender female, everyone have testosterone in their body, but you want to keep it kind of like under 15. I am way under 15. I am like like I told you, 12, I think. 12, that's the level mark. Before, my estrogen was, I think when I first started, when I checked, it was at 70. So, and that's when I was on medication. So it has really adapted to dropping that T down. My estrogen, when I started, it was at like, I can't remember the right number, but I want to say it was like at like, what was my estrogen levels at? I think it was like at 50 or 60. I can't think of it, but it jumped like hundreds to 250. They say you don't want to go over 500, which is scary zone where blood clots and other things can happen, a negative effect. I've been doing a lot of research because I'm like, do I up my dose? I haven't really upped my dose. I do go, because the 0.5, I do go like 0.15, not 1.5, I do 1, like 1.7. So no, like 1.6, like one little slate over, just to like make sure it's the full effect. I just do that for myself because these things are a little bit tricky to read, so I just go just a little line under to make sure I'm getting that full effect, especially knowing that I'm at 200 and something, where I have a threshold where I can go up a little bit in numbers, but I don't want to play with it too much, because listen to your doctor, because but also you have your own right to your body, you know. Yeah, so I don't want to go up too much, because too much estrogen can have a negative effect where now your body's reproducing more testosterone. And my T levels is low and it's dropped and it's managed. I don't want to ever risk that. So that's why I'm not for ultimate feminization, they say I'm at where I need to be. So I feel good with that. And I don't want to like risk it, like, oh, should I get to 300 or should I shoot for 350 of levels? Cause it's like, no, when I did my research, some people do good on just 100 of estrogen, flowing estrogen, and I'm at 200 and something. And my T is dropped. But the main thing is you want that T to be dropped, and you want to at least be, I think, 100 and something above. Of course, don't go past 500 estrogen, but I'm at 200. I feel like that's like a perfect sweet spot for my early development, and I do feel like maybe my estrogen will start picking up. Maybe my estrogen will get more in numbers, you know, because that's what it's been doing since I've been on medication. Given the fact when I first started, I was on let me show you, the gel. I was on the gel. I did like the gel, but it just didn't push my numbers like the injection has done. That's been my experience. And then I got on the patches. Oh, I did not like the patches. The patches was awful. They was itchy. They was nasty. You get in the shower, you had to put band-aids over. It was a mess, girl. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. A mess. Girl, boy, whoever. It was they, them. It was a mess. It was a mess. I still have some patches. I like to have them. Just, I don't know. You never know. You never know if you can't inject yourself. I have them just in case. I don't know. I just have them. But I am grateful. I want to take a moment and say how grateful I am and appreciative of myself, of how I managed to orchestrate this and get the doctors on my team and get connects with a company who have resources and keeping up with my insurance to the way where I can get this stuff covered and taken care of. So I am grateful and appreciative of that. And yeah, I thank all of my doctors and everyone who's been a part of my journey with me, who's been seeing me. You all don't go under notice. What else has been changing? I don't know. Is my hand shrinking? I know that's like funny. Like sometimes when you on this HRT journey, you be like looking at everything. Oh my god, is my hand shrinking? I don't know. My hand just looks so tiny. But I always had small feet and small hands. I'm like in a male size. I'm only like a size 8. maybe 8.5. Like always has smaller feet. In women, I think that's like a 9. So yeah. So I don't know what else has been going on. My mood. I just been in a great mood. I've been in a great mood. Like I say, I just took my injection now. I've been having 7 days of, actually, because I do one injection once a week every Wednesday. So obviously administer it myself. I commend myself. I'm grateful for my grandma being in my life where I'm able to administer myself. I know a lot of girls can't do it themselves. A lot of girls stay on the pills, which is terrible for you, in my opinion, because it runs through those kidneys and it runs through your system so aggressively. This goes straight to your bloodstream and it gets to work. Yeah. I think y'all want to hear more changes. My hair has been growing, but I also wear a protective style, so I can't speak too much about that. Yeah, my edges are getting fuller. Yeah. What else? Is there anything else? Oh, my body hair. My body hair on my legs has really lessened. Like the hair on my legs is not as much. Like I don't have to shave my legs as much. Which is a beautiful thing. And I was a hairy person. I mean hairy. And I'm not getting laser from the waist down. I am getting laser from the waist up. I don't know if I told you this, but I have started to get laser on from my torso all the way up. They call it the t-shirt. So my arms from like here up, and all of my chest and all of my back, I am getting it because I couldn't shave my back. Like, who can do all this with a razor? That's too much. So I did go ahead and get that lasered, and it was a financial decision I made, but I felt like it was well worth it over my legs, because I can reach down and get my legs, but my back and then shaving my chest. When your breast is growing, you don't want hair on your chest as you growing breasts. It's just not, you can't see the full feminization of it, of the breasts, you know? So once you remove all that hair, you can then admire your chest. Yes, I'm caressing myself because I speak to my girlies. I be like, you are big, you are beautiful, you are juicy, you are filled with juice and greatness. Because, you know, you do grow a relationship with them, a healthier relationship. Before, when I was presenting mask at times, now I'm like very mindful of like trying not to be masculine, because I don't feel comfortable that way. Once you know yourself more, you do better for yourself. Just like a person who know if they eat this, they get sick. So you stay away from those things. So that's like me with how I appeal to how I present, right? To myself. And when I was wearing, like, kind of like slacking, when I call it slacking back then, before I was even on estrogen, I had like a weird relationship with my chest. It was like I wanted a small, but then I'm gonna do a separate video because I think I got an interesting story to tell you. I actually had glanoplasty surgery, where they removed the breast tissue, which is funny now that I'm like regrowing my breast tissue. It's very, I think it's an interesting study of like how you can study like how someone really wants to be them true self and the journey they go through to fulfill themselves in whatever that is. So I'll do a separate video on that soon, so stay tuned for anyone who's watching, of how I went from removing my breast tissue, from now accepting my breast tissue and actually embracing it and ready for it to thrive, because I think that's very fascinating. But it's a difference between, I ain't gonna talk too much about it because I'm gonna do a separate video, but basically I was doing that to be attractive for another person. Now I'm doing this to be attracted to my comfortability, my grandness, what I see for myself, what I like for myself, my ultimate self, in whatever version that is, and whatever I choose for that to be in any given moment. Yeah. So stay tuned to that video. I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but I think that would be an interesting sit down and talk, because I want to get deep into that. Anyone who knows and follows this channel knows how deep we get here on our topics. What else? What else? I'm trying to like think. I'm trying to like telepathically connect with you all, like what questions you all would have, because this is recorded. So I'm like, what is it? What is it that y'all would want to know? Let me think. Let me use my telepathic abilities. What would they want to know? Relationships. How do I feel being perceived by others? I am using the ladies' room. That's what I'm doing. I'm using the ladies' room. I'm getting more and more comfortable using the ladies' room. Because if I walk in the ladies' room, in the gentleman's room, they'd be like, what in the world? Even when I had a full beard, they would look at me and be like, what are you doing in here? Like they would literally step back, look at the door, look at me, look at the door, look at me. So, and that was before I even had laser. And that was before I even took any form of a hormone. And now going into the male's bathroom, that's not even a conversation at this point. It's not even a conversation. Oh, I got it. Sex drive. Found it telepathically. Sex drive. Yeah. When I first was on estrogen around my first video, I was ejaculating and I was still ejaculating things. Now I still ejaculate, but it may be extremely clear liquid that comes out, or this is TMI, but here we go. All this is TMI. Who cares? What is TMI? Too much information for who? For who? So, now when I do have an ejaculation, it's extremely clear, or it's not really much fluid at all, or the fluid comes once I become flaccid, and then I clean myself up, take care of my business, and that be that. But I don't get horny, but I do get horny, but I get aroused in different ways now. A thought doesn't just get me aroused. It can, but it's more of like I gotta really set the mood for me to get into it. And before I had to set the mood, but before I was ready to go. Like it was already up and ready. It was up and ready. Now it's like you really gotta get yourself in the mood to even get up and ready. Which I'm okay with that. I don't have a negative relationship with that at all. I'm okay with my new way of operating down there and up here. I'm okay with that. I actually prefer it, to be honest with you. I can think clearer. I can think most clear now. And also another thing my lawyers want me to say is that I ejaculate and I masturbate for me to have full function down there. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I use it to keep blood flowing down there, because I do not wake up with erections. I do not have a lot of erections throughout the day, if not none. So I had to set time aside to bring the blood down there, to have that erection, to use that function down there, because I do want to continue to have function down there. So yes, I am functional completely. But it do require you, if you are on these medications or going to be on these medications, for my girlies out there, my dolls, for the dolls to become real, and to remain real, you have to do the work, do it. So you can't just like, oh, I'm not horny or I'm not in the mood, and then go a month or two not doing it. And that might be fine for, like, you know, guys who, what they say, no something November or something like that, where they don't ejaculate. But you gotta remember, they wake up with erections. They go to bed, erections. Blood is always flowing down there. Sometimes they have what is it called, sex dreams. I don't know what they call it. Night sex dreams, where they ejaculate and they sleep. I actually had a slight sex dream one day, which was kind of amazing. I was like, oh my goodness, like I still can have that, because those was always random for me, but I had one, and I experienced that feeling. It was like, okay, I see you, nice. I want to know if I was rock, but it was definitely something moving on down there. So just because they don't masturbate, but you gotta remember they still get hard when you are on these medications. For me, my experience has been, you don't really get that. You don't really get that. It's like every blue moon. So you gotta like schedule it in. Like, okay, did I do it this week? Okay, let me do it this week, because I want to give it that session. And I like to stretch out my sessions for it won't just be and then done and then out. I like to prolong it. Yes, that was a funny sound effect, I know. I like to prolong my sessions, if that's masturbating, because I don't do sex partners right now. I'm not married, so I don't do that. So when I take care of my business for my health purposes, I try to prolong my sessions of how long I either masturbate or take care of my business, for I can keep that blood circulating on in my private area. Okay. What else has been going on? I'm really with the winds. Like, things don't bother. Like, I thought things didn't bother me now, and I also think this is a spiritual thing too. It's not. I don't owe all this to hormones. It's also what I've been going through internally, but I also think it has been. I'm gonna just talk about it because I am on HRT. So I just don't let things bother me. Like, because I've learned that things bother you just don't serve no purpose, like, at all. I don't ponder over things that could bother me. If I'm not getting paid by it, I'm not giving time to it. You get what I'm saying? I'm all about solutions, getting to the solution, and that's it. The solution, the solution, is that the only word, solution? The strategy, the solution, I just get straight to that. You can say that's part of the hormones. I think once my mood has balanced out, I really, like, once I got over that emotional hump, it's like, I don't even have time to really even be emotional. If I do be emotional, it's like, okay, be emotional. Like, I literally tell myself, okay, be emotional. Who cares? Okay, you're not about to cry? Okay, don't cry. Oh, you're about to cry? Cry. It's like, whatever. It's like, I don't think about it. Like, I can cry walking, stop crying, and don't even know what just happened. Like, it's not even a big deal to me. Not saying that happens a lot, but that's how much emotions don't have effect on me. Like, I feel like I'm like, you know how they say women is more emotionally intelligent or more in tune with their emotions? I feel like I took that to the ultimate, to the point where it's like emotions, like, I'm walking emotions like a dog, like, at this point. And it's just, it's almost quite lovely. It's almost quite lovely. It's almost quite lovely. Like, 2 years ago, look at this. Like, who is this? Can y'all see that? Look at that. Yes, that was me. It was like, what in the world? At the gym, like, completely different. It's like night and day. Like pictures of me, it's like I don't even recognize that version of me anymore. And it's not like I'm mad at the old version, but it's just like, oh girl, I see it in you, but girl. Is hormones making me younger looking? I don't know. I feel like it's making me like very I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it at that. let me think of something else. Is there anything else y'all want to know? So we went over body functions, we went over appearance, we went over voice, we went over emotions, we went over moods, we went over oh, let's go over attraction. How is my attraction? Am I attracted to guys? Am I attracted? I don't spend time being attracted to guys. Like, I might think someone's cute, but it literally rolls off my shoulder. I got one person at the gym that's like really fine. He's just a fine person. Like, he's just so cute to me. And sometimes I like look at him, but it's like, oh, so cute. Oh my god, he's so handsome. And I do fantasize sometimes, but it's like, just give me my money. Just give me my money. It's like that vibe, you know? And it's not just the currency of that. It's just like, what does he give me mentally, spiritually, anything? Like, what is that? What is me pondering over this doing for me? Like, and then sometimes I'd be like, okay, ponder over, who cares? Like, I don't over analyze it too much. Sometimes I just like, okay, I'm looking at him. It's cute. Okay, let's keep it moving. But it doesn't distract me to the point where it distracts me from my workouts, or it lingers in my mind. Like, it literally doesn't. When I wasn't on hormones, that stuff used to linger in my mind. I used to fantasize. I used to think about it when I get home. I used to, it used to follow me. Now it doesn't follow me. It's, it comes up and it leaves. It comes up and it leaves. It's like that. It's like breathing at this point. I know my voice probably sound like, by the way, I have a cough. My voice probably sound like very like, whatever. Because it's like, I don't know, I'm at 6 months. I don't know. Is there more that's going to happen? Yes, it's only 6 months. I know people still get changes up into a year. I definitely feel like my boobs is going to grow a lot more. They do hurt at night. They're still growing. I know I just took my estrogen today, so they should be doing their thing tonight. My waist, my body fat, all that stuff changes. Like, people think that stuff happens overnight. It does not. It does not. Like, I heard this one saying. I'm going to give y'all this one lady's name who I follow on YouTube. She's beyond a registered nurse. She's what's the thing that's like a nurse but like a doctor? What is that called? Not a PA. What is it called? Let me see. People. Okay. Her YouTube channel is called. What is her channel called? I think it's called The Other Clinic or Spectrum Clinic. Where is her YouTube channel name? Why can't I find her YouTube channel name? Okay, that's like really strange. Maybe I gotta watch one of her videos and then. Okay, cause this lady, is that her channel name? Okay, type in Spectrum, The Other Clinic. That's all I got for you. That's all I see. Her logo is like pink and deep purple with a unicorn on it. She has a short cut, very fair skin tone, but she has a wonderful channel, an informational channel on hormones and transitioning and all of that. I suggest you all to just read through her titles of her videos if y'all want information. I feel like her information is very like straight to the point and like really accurate. Because she is a medical professional, but she's like, her career is like indulge in transitioning. I thought I'll let you all know that this is my 6 months hormone replacement therapy. Oh my goodness, we are 6 months. That means I'm only 6 months years old. Oh my goodness. Or they say hormones start when you're like puberty, because I'm going through puberty. Puberty is like 6 years of your life. So it's like, it starts when you're like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep, so, yeah. So I'm like 6 months. So I'm about to be 14 years old. I'm only literally about a 14-year-old little girl. At this point, you know, that's how I like to look at it, and I embody that. So by the time I'm in this transition, when I'm 20, I'm still going to be looking 20 whenever how age I am at that transitional age, if that makes sense. So 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. So 5 years, I'm going to still be looking 20 5 years from now. You know, if not 18. 18! You know, 18! I am being silly. Is there anything else? Because I feel like this is a big video. Like 6 months HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Yeah, like I was telling y'all, I'm thinking about doing some streaming. My YouTube, I'm treating it like a streaming session. So that's why y'all see me rambling and keeping y'all entertained, talking while I also give out information. Subscribe. Our last video on hormone replacement therapy, 6 months, is one of my highest viewed videos. So let's see what this one brings. I want everyone who watched this video to subscribe, because follow my journey. I'm not just going to be talking about HRT. We got other things to talk about. We got other things we can see. See my journey. See my changes in my video. Let me know what y'all see. Comment below. Let me know. Until next time, I love you all. Because I love myself.